Hey guys, today's profile review is of a Bronze 4 top laner who is unsure what champions they want to play and what even role to play. So I break down how to choose an effective champion pool based off your current statistics and current champion pool in order to climb from Bronze 4 to Silver 4 to Gold 4. I then talk about what typically top laners in Bronze struggle with the most, and that is laning phase, and then the specific key areas you need to fix, particularly Bronze and Silver top laners need to fix in their laning phase in order to win more games, carry it, and ultimately climb to their goal rank. Guys, before we get into this video, if you enjoy it and you want your own profile review, check out the link in the YouTube description below, as well as if you want to learn more about the paid coaching service I talk about towards the end of this video. I've also put a link to that where you can book your free coaching call in the YouTube description below. Let's get into the video. Signing up and let's get into it. So currently you're Bronze 4 with a 54% win rate over 70 or so games, and your goal is to get to mid-silver or low gold by the end of next season, which I think is very achievable for anyone, but also for you in your particular situation. Now, the biggest thing I'm going to focus on in this profile review is helping you understand that you need to focus on a small pool of champions and focus on one role if your goal is to climb higher than you've ever climbed before, aka getting to that Gold 4 rank. So, the first thing I'm going to say is, what role do you want to play? I can see that you're playing a lot of different stuff here. One game you're playing mid lane, then you're going top lane, top lane, top lane, and then you go back sometimes towards, support all of a sudden, and then you're playing AD carry. So what I would first suggest is that you stick to one role. And for you specifically, I would say top lane. It looks like you have the most success in your top lane at the moment. And I particularly look at focusing more on your gangplank and maybe your Nasus as well. Right now, I think Gangplank is actually a pretty tough champion to learn at your rank, but it seems to me that you're having a bit of success on him and you are playing him quite well. So I recommend continuing to play that, getting better at that, and maybe considering to one-trick that. Because in your situation at Bronze 4, you really want to be looking for a champion that has two things for you. One, you have a good win rate on it, so ideally 55% or higher over 20 or 30 games. And two, you enjoy the champion. Because I can see looking at your profile review that you're playing a lot of different champions, a lot of different roles, and it seems like you just can't really figure out what you want to play. And that could be because you don't have fun focusing on a small champion pool, or because you just think, oh, I can't climb as a top laner, or I can't climb as this role, and so you keep switching. When in reality, you can climb with any champion on any role. It doesn't actually matter. As long as you enjoy the champion and you're good at it, you will be able to climb to your goal rank of at least Gold 4. Now, what else I would look at is looking at your mobilytics. I can see that your goal difference at 15 is negative 600 at the moment, which is really, really bad. That is suggesting that on average, you're behind by about 2 kills at the 15-minute mark in laning phase, which is really, really bad. So the first thing in-game, Brian, that you need to focus on once you've figured out your champion pool and what champions you want to play, ideally 1 to 3 maximum champions in top lane. That's again what I would recommend if I was you and I'm trying to climb in the fastest way possible. Based on your statistics, I would focus on Gangplank and Nasus and just spam the fuck out of them. The second thing I would look at is coming to this goal difference of 15 and looking at, okay, what can I do in-game to fix this? Now, looking at your stats, I can see that you're dying 6.7 times a game. You're averaging about 4.9 CS per minute, and you're getting about 2.6 solo deaths. So these are really insightful statistics, and anyone can use this to find out basically where they're going wrong and what they need to improve on. And for you, I can tell that you're dying too much solo, 2.6 deaths. That's almost 3 deaths a game, solo deaths, so 1v1. So that's not understanding your champion's strengths, weaknesses, and understanding your matchups, so you need to get better at that. And 2, you need to have a more consistent laning phase. So in top lane, I know it's very easy to get carried away with, oh, I need to kill my top lane, or I need to, kill the jungler, or I need to win this lane by getting kills. But in reality, the way you win top lane consistently is playing good, fundamental League of Legends that focuses on wave management, trading effectively, not dying, and CSing. Last hitting wave management and CSing is your best friend in top lane, and it's going to allow you to understand the game in such a better way if you focus on that as your foundation for top lane improvement and top lane focus for at least the next 3 months. Because it's going to be very, very hard for you to climb when you're averaging 600 gold, being behind 600 gold at the 15-minute mark. That's very hard for you to climb. And the fact that you have a 49% win rate, even though you are 600 gold behind at laning phase, makes me think that you're actually pretty good at your mid and late game, but you're suffering so much in your laning phase. And that's probably due to not understanding matchups, not warding, not wave management correctly, and just dying too much in that lane. So those are the big two things, Brian, that honestly you need to focus on. If you can figure out and stick to one role and a couple of champions, that's going to get you to at least silver 4. Then if you can fix your laning phase to be at least plus 100 or 200 gold difference at 15, that will get you to gold 4 and beyond. And then you'll need new advice on, hey, what do you need to do next after this? So in reality, Brian, those are the two things you need to focus on. I don't want to review anything else, because if I tell you what more to do after that, it's just going to be too overwhelming. And so I'd rather you focus on fixing those two core things and then going, okay, what's next? So honestly, Brian, I think you can definitely get to your goal of mid-silver, low gold. It's very achievable, particularly in next season. I think you want to aim to play about 200 to 300 games, focus on top lane, and really focus on improving your laning phase. Now, if you're looking for paid coaching or someone to help you go from bronze 4 to silver 4 to gold 4, I have a service that's called a monthly ranked climbing plan. And basically what this does is it helps me break down every single hurdle you are having through one-on-one game review sessions and one-on-one coaching sessions. So the beauty of a profile review is I can help diagnose all the problems you have, but the beauty of the ranked climbing plan is then I can help come into your games and help you solve every single problem that is holding you back from climbing from bronze 4 to silver 4 to gold 4 and beyond. So Brian, if you're interested in learning more about that, once you've watched this profile review, reach out to me on Discord and we can go from there about and talk about booking your free call to understand more about that ranked climbing plan and how it could work for someone like you who is a bronze 4 player looking to get to gold and beyond. As always, mate, cheers, good luck on the Rift, and I'll talk to you once you've watched this.